Good morning, Saxons. I'm Nauri.
And I'm Zion.
Welcome back to the Saxon Broadcast. Today is October 23rd, also Mold Day for chemists at 6:02 a.m. and p.m., representing Avogadro's number 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd.
Let's now head over to Brooke with sports.
Good morning, I'm Brooke Saxenian with today's sports update. Tonight, both boys and girls varsity volleyball will play. The boys team will play at McLean at 7:15 p.m. and the girls teams will play at home against McLean 4:45, 5:45, and 7. Lastly, our varsity football team will be playing against McLean at home at 7 p.m. Good luck to all athletes competing. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Brooke. Need tutoring? The Langley Learning Lab provides on-demand drop-in tutoring for most science and math classes. Use the student request staff Saxon Time forum to select math tutoring or science tutoring. Meet in room 1332 during Saxon Time.
Each year, FCPS looks to honor several staff members for outstanding excellence in their respective roles. These roles include outstanding teacher, outstanding new teacher, outstanding new principal, outstanding school leader, outstanding professional employee, and outstanding operational employee. You do not have to nominate someone for all of these categories. You are asked to write at least a paragraph explaining how your nominee meets or exceeds the criteria for the award. If your nominee is chosen as a Langley High School winner, you will be asked to complete the nominator statement form that is included in the official packet for consideration in the next round of the competition. All nominations must be submitted by 8 a.m. on Monday, November 10th, 2025. Eligibility and award criteria are listed on each nomination page of the nomination form found in Schoology. If you have any questions, please contact Wayne Beer-Nesser at wcbeernesser@fcps.edu.
Hey Saxons, are you interested in film production or film in general? Do you enjoy watching film? Do you want to learn how to write, record, and edit? Well then, the Film Production Club is having their first meeting on Wednesday, October 29th, after school at 3:10. Please contact Mr. Sapero with further information.
Let's now head over to a segment on our parking lot.
For the first time at Langley, we have numbered parking spots.
To get a spot at school, students had to pay $200 to get a number. That number correlates to a parking spot being either far or close to the school.
And as you can see, here we are in the far back corner of the parking lot. And all these people here have a pretty long walk to get to either of the entrances and a pretty long walk to get here once school ends.
Students have to hang their parking pass on the rear view mirror, which must be clearly visible for any parking patrol. As for the money, 80% goes to the FCPS General Fund and 20% is at the principal's discretion, according to the Saxon scope.
What do you think of the new parking policy?
So about the new parking policy, in my opinion, I think I got a pretty good parking spot, so I'm content with the policy. But I could see how others that got bad spots, like further to the back, I could see how they have negative opinions about it.
I feel like I have to rush to the parking lot in order to get out on time and not have to wait an extra 30 minutes just to get home.
But in my opinion, a parking policy gives us like a more like a clean parking lot, like you know where every car, so if something happens, you know like whose fault it is and all that. So I think I like the new parking policy for sure.
You know, I really like my parking spot. It's a great spot. I leave early every other day, so no traffic getting out, no problems.
Now to investigate more about parking passes, we headed out to the front office to interview Principal Stroud.
Numbering the spaces really came out of, when I got here about a year ago, parking seemed to be a big concern. We're ticketing a lot of cars. We really were a little unsure of how many spaces we'd had available, so numbering them just basically gave me the ability to figure out how many faculty spaces we need and student spaces we can offer. We're bigger than what we've been the last few years, almost 2,200 kids, and more seniors applied for parking passes. So the numbering was really just leaning forward on trying to be a little more organized and making sure that I could get seniors passes and as many juniors as possible. It's a shame. I wish I had more spaces to offer, particularly for our juniors. We have ticketed at this point, looking at last year's record, we have ticketed fewer cars, and it really has gone smooth. Students have their spots, they pull into their spots. Occasionally there's a substitute or a visitor that pulls into a student spot, but very quickly we'll move the student and have that adult move their car and get them moved in. So up to this point, I think it has gone really well. Again, it always comes back to We've got a limited number of spaces and lots of folks who'd like to drive.
Hey Zion, do you have good study habits?
I feel like I do, but I know our reporters definitely have more information.
Hey Saxons, let's go find out what some students and teachers' favorite study habits are.
I'm Mercy. I'm in 9th math. I like make index cards and I like take notes.
Lily, 9th grade. I go home and I finish my homework and study directly after school, and then I go to sports.
Valentina, I'm in 10th grade. I like to study in my room because it's quiet and it's like peaceful. History because like it's all like memorization.
Eric Hahn, 10th grade. I study when there's like a quiz or test.
I'm Sailor, I'm a junior. I'd say APES is pretty hard to study for just because it's like you have all the resources. There's just like a lot to study for, so it's very time consuming. Probably like Starbucks or library.
I'm Carden. I'm a senior. My study habits, I like to watch football while studying with my dad. My favorite subject to study for is history.
What are some of your study habits? According to edutopia.org, lots of students rely on study habits that aren't the most effective, such as rewriting or highlighting notes. Some of the best strategies that are proven to work the best include studying for short periods of time very frequently, associating words with pictures, asking questions to understand the material further, and looking at examples to increase detail and understanding. You can test out some of these strategies on your own.
Thanks, Saxons. Feel free to try some of these study habits yourselves.
Missing a jacket, sweatshirt, lunchbox, and maybe even a water bottle? It may be in the Langley's very large Lost and Found collection. Please stop by the Lost and Found box located in the cafeteria.
Now it's time for
Monday's senior birthday was Noah Jordan.
Happy birthday! Follow us on Instagram at Saxon Broadcast and our TikTok at Saxon_broadcast.
If you'd like to submit an announcement to be aired on the Saxon broadcast, go to the All Students Schoology page or find the link in this YouTube description.
Now that's all for today.
Have a great day, Saxons!